Hey trackies, welcome back to another video here on TXT Track Time. Please remember to like the video and of course subscribe to the channel. With that said, lingy 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 lingy, we're ready to discuss, some more medal prospects for Jamaica, delving deep into the women's 400-meter hurdles and the possibilities for Jamaica in this event. So of course, I brought out my trusty pot cover and spoon to get us all excited. Now, with that said, again, the women's 400-meter hurdles, I believe that Jamaica, has the shot at, garner not only one medal in this event, but possibly two. Yes, I do think so. And it's not just my greedy little mind. The girls have been performing well this season, and there is a possibility of us getting two medals here. So, yeah, I say, girls, go for it. You know what I mean? So, with that said, let's take a look clearly at the women's 400-meter field and talk about why I believe that Jamaica can land, two medals in this event. Because, yeah, I'm not just bringing it out of thin air, right? So, when I look at the women's 400-meter hurdles this season, now, Femke Ball is the clear leader here. Now, clearly, off the back, of, running 51.45 seconds, she has now become the second fastest ever over this distance. So, personally, for me, the gold medal don't wrap up. And sit down and wait for Femke Ball pick it up. You know what I mean? So unless something crazy happens, which again, I don't, wish for certain things to happen to athletes because that can rally back onto our very own athletes. So yeah, if everything goes perfectly for Femke Ball, which I'm not seeing, it not go that way for her, she's definitely picking up that gold medal. So let's forget that. Forget the gold. Let's talk about the next two medals that I believe Jamaica can get, silver and bronze. Now, when I look at, our athletes, there are, five more athletes that rank, behind her. And Jamaica has three athletes, in that five. Yeah, we do. We have, three athletes there. Now, the reason why I say five, because there is Britton Wilson that has run well this season in the event, but she's not going to take part in that event in Budapest. So the next athlete that comes up is Andrenette Knight for Jamaica. Yeah, so she's the third fastest this season, but second ranked in the event going into Budapest. So with a personal best of 53.26 seconds this season, Andrenette Knight for me is personally one that is eyeing a medal, and of course, for me personally as well, very suited to running the 400-meter hurdles. When I look at her, she just gives me 400 meters. She gives me Sydney vibes. She gives me Femke Ball vibes. I just can't wait for her, to get her technique to that level. But as it stands right now, for me personally, as I said, Andrenette Knight is definitely, one that could pull off a medal here. Again, she's been running her fastest this season off, the back of last season where she was disappointed, fell, at the national championships. The only thing I would say that she has to be mindful of is technically she does get messy sometimes. So she wants to ensure that, in each round, she's executing her best race technically, not necessarily the fastest because you're going to run depending on what is required to get you through to each round. So I have her making the finals, you know what I mean? Because I have her challenging for a medal, as I said. So clearly, as it relates to Andrenette, I just want to ensure, or I'm hoping, that she executes her best races technically, each round. And as long as she does that, for me personally, I believe, she can land on the medal podium. Now, when I look at Shamier Little, she's always been the nearly girl for the United States of America. With Sydney out, you could possibly say this could be, her year to get a medal. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely eyeing Shamier Little as well. She's not far behind what Andrenette Knight has done so far this season. She has run 53.34 seconds so far for the season. But again, considering that she has so many issues, when I think about her years performing, at the championship, she tends to bum out. Not gonna lie, on the world level when it comes to competing, in the 400-meter hurdles. So personally, even though, she's a really good, athlete over the event, I'm, still sticking with, our Jamaicans in this one. The tough athlete, in my opinion, is the next athlete that comes up in terms of performances this season, Dalila Mohammed. Now, she was the second fastest, over the event, before Femke Ball snatched it from her. Her time was 51.58 second. So she was the second fastest ever, but she's not running, those times this season. Again, her fastest this season is 53:53. Don't get me wrong, the Lila is also a championship performer, and she, will come out and, surprise and run crazy fast. She's very capable of doing that. So if that Dalila turns up, then it's going to be tough for Jamaicans to stave her off. However, it's the Dalila that we're seeing in terms of these type of times and these type of performances, this season turns up. I believe that, Jamaica can stave her off and possibly, again, land on the medal table with, yes, not only one, but again, two. So the next two, Jamaicans come up next. We have Janieve Russell and we have Rushell Clayton. So let's talk about Janieve Russell. So far this season, 53:65 is her, best time. What I love though about Janieve Russell that I've been seeing this season is the consistency. Lot of, 53 runs at the trials. Let's start there. And then, of course, post the trials, she's been running really well. So, personally, and I know how Stephen is. Stephen is the type of person that he tells you time and time again his athletes are running, to actually medal, at the championship. So, let's take a look, at what Geneve has been doing, this season in terms of times. Again, as I said, she has been doing absolutely ridiculous this season post the championships. So let's start again at the Jamaican championships with her time. Before that, I was very concerned about her, not gonna lie, but after that, championship, she ran 53:75 to take the win, of course. Then, she went on to run 53:72. Then she went on to run 53:65 and also 53:75 again. You can see the consistency there. And we're talking about a Geneva that could possibly be loaded, running these times. So personally, I believe that Geneva is coming in. Not only Andrenette Knight, I believe Geneva Russell is coming to the championships in personal best shape. Her personal best so far in the women's 400 meters stands at 53:08. Right? So, based on that, I personally believe that this time around she comes in PB shape, and PB shape could be medal shape as well for her. Again, she, out of all of the other athletes, while I look at Andrenette Knight and think she's super fast, she could get the medal off the back of her speed, off the back of her consistency. I believe Geneva Russell could snag a medal here at the World Championships in Budapest. Now, let's take a look at the wonder in this event, Rushell Clayton. And she's a wonder to me because she always, turns up and does something, phenomenal on the world stage and, always makes herself figure in the bigger scheme of things. And one thing I appreciate so far about Rushell Clayton this season is technically she has gotten much, much better over the hurdles. I remember watching her at the trials and I was thinking, she messed up a few times in the heats, but you could see the clear difference between what she did in the heats and, of course, in the final. So, again, for Rushell Clayton, similar to what I said, about Andrenette Knight, technically, they have to run their best race. Now, if she runs her best race technically, in the women's 400 meters at, Budapest, then I believe, she will definitely be able to land again on the medal podium. Unfortunately, there are only two medal spots left, and I already called, three Jamaicans, right? So, and of course, there's still the Americans there as well, that will be, challenging for a medal in the 400-meter hurdles. But I definitely think that Jamaica can, shove them out, close them out this year. Sydney not there. Sydney's not there. We can definitely lock out America in the 400-meter hurdles. Wouldn't that be crazy? Yes, it would be crazy, but I believe we're capable of doing such. I'm seeing personal best from all three athletes: Andrenette Knight, Janieve Russell, and of course Rushell Clayton. Let's see if the world can stop us from collecting the rest of those two medals that will be on offer. Because don't get me wrong, Femke Ball has already walked home with that gold medal. She just has to turn up and say thank you, it's mine. For the other two medals, personally, I believe that Jamaica can, claw themselves there. The girls have been doing phenomenal this season. I've been impressed by every single one of them. Different reasons why I'm impressed with them, individually from each athlete, but impressed nonetheless. And I believe this is their time to shine. This is Jamaica's time to shine in the women's 400-meter hurdles, minus Femke Ball, because she's going to take the ultimate glory. But still, I believe that we can definitely, show that, yeah, we're here. It's not just America that, can field three people in a finals and, walk away with 2/3 medals in the event. You know what I mean? Jamaica can do it too. So Jamaica, turn up and show them so we're a big side. With that said, sound off in the comment section below and let me know your thoughts. Trackies, what do you think about this women's 400-meter hurdles? Do you think Dalila is going to turn up in her, 51.58 second shape and, close out Jamaica? Let me know your thoughts. What do you think? You think our girls can, surprise and do something really ridiculous in this event as well and, close out America? Is that a thing? Like the video and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.